guys, yesterday I did a watch party for the movie called Adam Project. It's basically promotes itself as a sci-fi movie, and it's a Netflix movie of 100 minutes. So not much cinematic things are expected in it, but it was a good movie. I wasn't expecting the good level of CGI that they have. The CGI is pretty good. I mean, it's minimal. It's very used cleverly in artful places where it would make sense to show a bit of CGI because the story is about time travel. So they planned it very meticulously so that they would need to use less CGI, but it doesn't seem forced, and the quality of CGI is not bad. While as in Black Widow, there was a lot of CGI and it was pathetic in quality. But here the CGI is pretty good, except for the deep fake. The villain in this movie, we see two versions of her, and one is in deep fake, and that deep fake one is the de-aged version of her. It's pathetic. They should have rather shown another character in younger for her younger self rather than using a deep fake version. That was a total failure. Apart from these technical details, the fighting scenes are pretty good. There is a lot of action in this series, and the fighting is pretty good. It's very aesthetic, and the choreography is well. The stakes are not that high. I'd never felt like there was no standout action scene or action sequence like that in Mm, Captain America Civil War. So for me, Captain America Civil War is the standard for action sequence nowadays. When it comes to tactical action sequence, the standard is John Wick, obviously. But it when it comes to fictional movie, like I mean, John Wick is fictional as well, but in the realm of science fiction and everything, uh, Captain America Civil War was my sorry, not Civil War. I named it wrong. Winter Soldier. Captain America Winter Soldier has some amazing action sequences. So that is my standard for action sequences. The action sequences were not any standout, but they've served their purpose and they were good enough. But the main core of this whole movie is about the relationship between the father and the son. So we obviously know from the trailer itself that their father dies and they go back in time and meet him. Why they meet him is a different story. And even though in trailer they show why they go back in time, so that time travel is not invented at all. But the way they go is quite different. It's not as straightforward as we think it is. So the core of the story is actually the relationship between Adam and his father, and it's less about time travel and science fiction elements, and more like a therapy, more like a conversation about loss and love, and the fact that no matter what, certain things echo throughout the time. That is a really good quote from Zoe Saldana. I don't remember the exact quote, but it's like the quote is like, if you are if you think that this timeline is going to be reversed and this thing may not ever happen, but she says that even if things go back to normal, the echoes of our relationship, our love, they will still exist. And that is such a comforting quote. I don't think that is true, or I don't believe that is the case at all, because I mean, I believe in causality. I believe in um, the fact, I don't believe in this quantum entanglement in time. See, what is the right word for it? So quantum entanglement, even if it is there, even if two people are supposed to meet, they are somehow entangled. But if they meet in future, and now you have changed the time travel itself, and this current timeline, they are not going to meet. So that ripple effect from different timeline is not going to show it then. There shouldn't be any entanglement or shouldn't be any reflection or of that into the current timeline. I don't believe that as a scientific fact, but I did believe everything that Mark Ruffalo's character says when he is talking about when he is teaching physics, when he is talking about time travel. He talks about I mean, it's not, I'm not gonna give you a lecture about what he talks about, but his quotes were really nice. So if you are someone in the STEM field, this is a really good philosophical exercise, and whatever Mark Ruffalo says really resonates with us. So uh, that is something you can look forward in this movie, but it's not really that great of movie. But since you're gonna watch it on Netflix and not in a theater, that is a good thing. You should watch this in 1.5 speed, get it done within an hour, and slow it down the parts where Mark Ruffalo is talking about science and questions of physics. How physics is such a big thing that we are supposed to find and make questions that maybe are not our generation but generations away from us, 3 or 4 generations ahead from us, will find the solution for it, and we are just here to articulate the questions themselves. Physics is such that not in our lifetime we may not be able to find the answers, and that is not a bad thing. You still need to have that curiosity and work in that direction well. So I like this whole theory, and I kind of understood where he came from, and it's a really nice introspective which you can think about, and you know think about and try to gauge what do you feel about it even afterwards the movie. So that is something I take away from this movie, but everything else, it's just pretty bland. You cannot see this as an action movie at all. There are no plot twists, there are no like uh, big M. Night Shyamalan spoiler things, nothing of such. It's very straightforward. But one thing that you can do is, it's like a therapy. If you are someone who has gone through, like if you have mistreated someone and you have that trauma with you, or you have lost someone and if you have that trauma for within you, this movie acts like a therapeutic session that could help you get over that trauma and move on. So in that aspect, if you are struggling with that kind of thing, you should watch this movie. But if you are just a regular person, you're just interested in a comic movie, there are comic scenes, but it's not that of a comic movie. I laugh but not that much. I would rather watch Welcome to Waikiki 2 again than watch this movie for laughter. So it's the main core of this movie is the therapeutic aspect of letting go of certain things that have happened, making amends to the people we have, and that's it. The whole science thing uh, is just a mere vehicle to give you the core message that is exactly drama. This movie may parade itself as a science fiction movie, but it is a drama at core, like any movies. But it's the drama in this is more heavier than the science fiction aspect, and whatever the science fiction aspect are, nothing of it is such that I was amused by it. Like I was shocked that, oh my god, this could happen as well. I already knew that this might happen and this might happen as well. I've seen nothing new in this movie, but the drama, it hit hard and it really hit home for me, because I could relate to losing a few people, and I could relate to this guilt that you feel after you realize and the people are gone and you still feel guilty about mistreating them. Yeah, that too I could relate to. So it was more therapeutic for me. So that is what I would suggest you look for in this movie. And if you have time, don't watch this movie at one speed, watch it at 1.5 speed, and it's a good watch. It's better than many of the series that are available. If you're gonna watch a reality show, it's better than that. But if not, and you are watching for any artistic or any high level think piece, this is not it. So these are my thoughts. See you. Bye bye.